Okay, I'm going to get this turned around. Okay. What comes to mind when you think of advanced Alzheimer's? Many of you know what dementia is, at least I would hope so, or what Alzheimer's is, and some of you may think it's just somebody forgetting their car keys once in a while. Maybe some of you think, you forget your own children. Advanced Alzheimer's is when this progresses so far that these people can no longer care for themselves at all. They can no longer speak sometimes. Sometimes they can't feed themselves. Sometimes they're incontinent. Everyone's different. I'm by no means an expert, but I do have several years working in assisted living and in memory cares. Some of this might be common sense to you, but I want you guys to take away something from it because you never know in the future what might happen. I'm currently in my final year of nursing school, so I know about advanced Alzheimer's from a medical standpoint and from my years with hands-on. I will discuss what advanced Alzheimer's may look like, changes in their physical functions that can further illness, the importance of nutrition, and how to make a personal connection. Even if you don't know this person, they still need love. Everyone is different, like I said, especially when it comes to Alzheimer's. It affects everyone differently. Some of the more common things we see with someone with advanced Alzheimer's is they may have difficulty eating or swallowing. They may need assistance with toileting or with walking. And then there's some kind of loss of verbal communication. Someone may have all of these things, someone may have one of these things. With this in mind, there's some things that you can do to help. From a caregiver standpoint, to help them physically would include things like exercise in any form. Even if they can't move, if they're bedbound, we need to remember the importance of moving those muscles. If they can't do it themselves, we need to move for them, or obviously get a physical therapist to teach you how to do it correctly, so you don't so that you prevent injury. Skin breakdown is a big one with people that are bedbound. So we need to make sure that when they are bedbound, that we're turning them at least every 2 hours to prevent pressure sores and stiff joints. Pillows are important in this case as well to keep the joints, like your elbows and your knees, off, direct contact. Nutrition would be the next goal I want to talk about. It is crucial to survival. Unfortunately, people with advanced Alzheimer's sometimes do not have that internal message to themselves that they're hungry. So they might be starving, but they don't know how to get to the food. They don't know what food is. They don't know how to chew it. So we need to make sure that we are feeding them at regular times. Sometimes smaller, frequent meals are easier, just depending on the person. Sometimes people get really distracted. So another thing is taking the time. Sometimes it takes forever for somebody to eat because they're easily distracted, or they forget they're eating, or they're just generally confused because they have advanced Alzheimer's. So taking time, choosing small bite-sized foods always helps. A lot of people like to feed themselves. They don't need to feel completely useless if they can. And of course, drinking water. Everyone needs to drink water, and someone with Alzheimer's can't just go to the sink and turn it on and fill up a cup. They don't think that way, even if they're so thirsty. So that's a huge, huge point. An interesting fact that I learned in my studies is that when people have a loss of brain function, they have to rely on their 5 senses. So this is where the comfort comes in. This is when we show them pictures to reminisce. This is when we bring in a dog so they can pet, or we play music for them, or we bring in flowers that they enjoy, using all those 5 senses. So to restate what I taught you today, some of the basics for care for someone in late-stage Alzheimer's includes the most common symptoms, physical needs, nutrition, and showing them love and comfort. Even if you don't know them, you can still give love. So even if this will never affect a family member or a loved one, just know that that person is still inside and they still need to be loved and cared for.